All right, let's just jump right in. We are going to dial in the absolute best recording settings for OBS Studio so you can stop worrying about the tech and start creating some truly professional-looking content.
You know that feeling, right? You finish what you thought was a killer recording session, you open the file and, ugh, it's a blurry, choppy mess. Or even worse, the file is totally corrupted because your PC crashed. It's beyond frustrating, but guess what? It's also completely fixable. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I am going to walk you through a super simple 4-part process to get OBS configured for pristine, totally reliable recordings. By the end of this, you are going to have a setup that is just rock solid. So first things first, right? We have to build a strong foundation. And this all starts in the Video tab. Think of this as the main canvas for your recording, before any of the fancy encoding stuff even happens. Okay, here are the 4 key settings you need to check. First, set your base resolution to 1920 by 8010. That's just standard full HD. Now, for the best possible quality, you want to match your output resolution to your base. And hey, if you ever do need to record at a lower resolution, make sure the downscale filter is set to Lanos. It just keeps things looking sharp. And finally, let's talk frames. And that magic number is 60. Setting your frames per second, or FPS, to 60 is the secret to getting that buttery smooth motion. It's especially important if you're recording anything fast-paced, like gameplay. It just makes everything look so much more professional.
With our visual foundation set, it's time to head into the engine room, the Output tab. This is where we tell OBS how to actually process and save your video. And believe me, these settings are absolutely critical for both quality and reliability.
First up, your recording format. And this is a big one. Please, I am strongly recommending you use MKV. Think of it as your safety net. If your computer or OBS crashes halfway through a recording, and let's be real, it happens, an MKV file will probably survive. With MP4, that same crash could corrupt the entire file, and you lose everything. You can easily convert MKV to MP4 later, so it's really a no-brainer.
Next up, the encoder. This basically decides which part of your computer does all the heavy lifting. If you've got a modern NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, you'll want to choose its dedicated encoder. That's NVENC for NVIDIA or AMF for AMD. This takes the load off your processor, letting your game or app run way smoother. If you don't have a dedicated GPU, don't worry, X264 is a solid CPU option. Now for 3 really crucial encoder settings. For rate control, pick CQP. Here's why that's so great for recording. It intelligently adjusts the data it uses to keep the visual quality consistent, so you get these fantastic-looking videos without ridiculously huge files. Next, we'll talk CQ level, and you'll want to set your keyframe interval to 2 for the best performance. And here it is, the sweet spot. A CQ level right around 15 is what you're aiming for. This number tells OBS how much quality to pack in. Lower numbers mean higher quality and bigger files, but 15, that is widely considered the perfect balance. You get stunning quality that's almost impossible to tell apart from the original source.
Okay, so our video is looking incredible, but we cannot forget about sound. You know it's true. Bad audio will absolutely ruin even the most beautiful video, so let's make sure everything sounds crisp and clear. Over in the Audio tab, we've got another 4 simple steps. We'll set the sample rate to the industry standard, make sure our channels are on stereo, and then, this part is super important. We have to tell OBS where to listen. Make sure your desktop audio is set to whatever you're listening with, like your headphones, and double-check that your microphone is correctly selected. And for that sample rate, you're going to want to choose 48 kHz. This is the professional standard for high-quality digital audio and video. It just makes sure your sound is captured with all the detail and clarity it really deserves. All right, we're on the home stretch. For our final step, we're diving into the Advanced tab. Now don't let the names scare you. These are just a few quick little tweaks that add that final layer of professional polish, especially when it comes to your colors. So let's just get these 4 settings dialed in real quick. Set your renderer to Direct3D 11 for stability. Your color format should be NV12, and color space should be 709. But the most impactful setting right here is setting the color range to full. This is what makes sure your recording captures the entire spectrum of colors, making everything look rich and vibrant instead of kind of sad and washed out. And just like that, we're done. We have gone through everything from the basic foundation to that final bit of polish. So let's do a quick recap of the most important settings, just so you have a handy checklist for your own setup.
So just remember this, 1080p at 60 frames per second. Always record in MKV to protect your files. Use your GPU encoder if you've got one. Set your rate control to CQP with a level around 15. Your audio sample rate needs to be 48 kilohertz. And finally, make sure that color range is set to full. That right there is your recipe for success.
So there you have it. You now have all the technical know-how to create recordings that look and sound fantastic. The settings are dialed in, the quality is locked, your safety net is in place. Really, the only question left is, what amazing things are you going to go out and create with it?